Europe is more than a destination. It's an experience. Imagine strolling through charming cobblestone streets, surrounded by stunning architecture that whispers tales of the past. One moment you're wandering through streets steeped in history. The next you're surrounded by breathtaking views that feel straight out of a dream. The energy is effortless, blending the charm of the old with the pulse of the new. It's a place where culture, nature, and adventure come together seamlessly. You don't just visit Europe, you live it, and it stays with you long after you've left. So let's take a look at the top 10 must-visit destinations in Europe. Heidelberg is located in southwestern Germany. It is a city that feels like stepping into a fairy tale. Picture this: a stunning castle perched above a charming old town, with views that stretch beyond the Neckar River, surrounded by forested hills. This place has been around since the Middle Ages, surviving wars, revolutions, and still standing proud. For something truly unique, head to the castle's Monkey Tower, where you'll find a quirky tradition involving a statue of a monkey, a symbol of the town's resilience and spirit. The city is also home to Germany's oldest university, giving the city a youthful buzz mixed with centuries of stories. Cobblestone streets, cozy cafes, and that iconic bridge. Heidelberg isn't just beautiful, it's timeless. A perfect blend of history, charm, and that feeling you'll want to bottle up and take home. Up next is Lucerne, Switzerland, where beauty and history collide in the most breathtaking way. Nestled beside a crystal-clear lake and surrounded by snow-capped mountains, this city feels like a postcard come to life. Lucerne's rich history dates back to Roman times, but it's the Chapel Bridge, with its iconic wooden structure and 17th century paintings, that really steals the show. It's the oldest covered bridge in Europe and a symbol of the city's timeless charm. The Lion Monument is a moving tribute to Swiss guards who lost their lives during the French Revolution, carved into the rock face of a former city wall. Lucerne isn't just about stunning views. It's a place where history, art, and nature come together in perfect harmony. Up next we have Florence in Italy. This city is a living masterpiece, with every street and square telling a story of the Renaissance. From the iconic Duomo, standing tall over the city, to the Uffizi Gallery, packed with timeless works by legends like Da Vinci and Michelangelo, Florence is a dream for history buffs and art lovers alike. But it's not just about the art. The city has a special energy. From the bustling markets to the tranquil riverside views. Take a stroll across the Ponte Vecchio, the world-famous bridge lined with gold shops and offering one of the best views in the city. Florence is more than a place. It's an experience that stays with you. At number 4, we have Salzburg. Salzburg is situated on the western border of Austria. It's a city that feels like it's straight out of a storybook. Nestled between majestic mountains and the serene Salzach River, it is famous for being the birthplace of Mozart, and you can feel the music in the air. Its history stretches back to Roman times, but it's the Baroque architecture and charming old town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, that really steal the show. Towering above the city is the Hohensalzburg Fortress, one of the largest medieval castles in Europe, offering epic views and a glimpse into the past. And for something truly unique, this is the city where The Sound of Music was filmed. Yes, you can even tour the spots where Maria sang her heart out. At number 5, we have another Italian destination, the Amalfi Coast. It's a place where every view feels like a work of art. Perched along dramatic cliffs with colorful villages cascading toward the sparkling Mediterranean, it's a destination that defines coastal beauty. Its history dates back to ancient times when it was a powerful maritime hub, trading with cultures across the Mediterranean. Today, it's all about those winding seaside roads, lemon-scented breezes, and crystal-clear waters. The region is famous for its handmade ceramics and also its production of limoncello liqueur, which is made between February and October from lemon grown in terrace gardens along the entire coastline. The Amalfi Coast is truly a unique destination, and you should definitely add it to your bucket list on your upcoming trip to Italy. Up next is Copenhagen, Denmark. It's a city where cool meets cozy in the best way possible. With roots dating back to the Viking Age, Copenhagen blends rich history with modern laid-back charm. Picture colorful waterfront houses, bike-friendly streets, and an effortlessly cool vibe. You can explore the stunning Nyhavn Harbor, wander through the magical Tivoli Gardens, one of the world's oldest amusement parks, or dive into the city's buzzing food scene, famous for its new Nordic cuisine. You should also check out Freetown Christiania, an artistic, free-spirited neighborhood unlike anywhere else in Europe. Whether you're into history, design, or just soaking in that Scandinavian hygge, Copenhagen is a city that leaves you inspired. Up next is the Scottish Highlands. This vast wild landscape is steeped in history. From epic battles to the timeless tales of clans and castles. Imagine standing before the iconic Eilean Castle, perched on a tiny island, surrounded by misty lochs and towering mountains. Just a scenic drive away, the Isle of Skye awaits with its dramatic cliffs and landscapes that feel otherworldly. Explore charming towns like Inverness, the cultural heart of the Highlands, or Fort William, the gateway to Ben Nevis, the UK's highest peak. Villages like Portree offer a taste of Gaelic culture, cozy pubs and friendly locals sharing stories passed down through generations. Whether you're hiking through rugged glens, chasing waterfalls, or just breathing in that crisp Highland air, this isn't just a trip, it's an adventure woven into the very soul of Scotland. Up next, we have another unique and beautiful destination, the Norwegian fjords, where nature shows off in the most epic way. Carved by glaciers over thousands of years, these deep dramatic waterways are surrounded by towering cliffs, cascading waterfalls, and snow-capped peaks. The history here runs deep. With ancient Viking routes cutting through the same waters, you can cruise today. Explore iconic fjords like Garanga Fjord, with its crystal clear waters and legendary waterfalls. Or Nerøy Fjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's as breathtaking as it gets. Along the way, you'll find charming towns like Flam, nestled between towering mountains, and Ålesund, with its colourful Art Nouveau architecture. The local culture is a blend of Viking heritage and modern Scandinavian cool, with cozy cafes, traditional seafood dishes, and friendly locals who live in harmony with the wild beauty around them. At number 9, it's Segovia in Spain. A city where history rises from every stone. Towering above it all is the breathtaking Roman aqueduct, an ancient marvel standing strong for nearly 2,000 years, built without a single drop of mortar. Then there's the Alcazar of Segovia, a fairy tale-like castle perched on a rocky cliff, said to have inspired legendary stories and even iconic castle designs. As you wander the cobblestone streets of the Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you'll find charming squares, Gothic cathedrals, and hidden corners that feel frozen in time. And when it comes to food, Segovia doesn't disappoint. Indulge in traditional dishes like hearty stews, locally grown vegetables, and artisanal cheeses, all bursting with rich flavors rooted in the region's history. Segovia is a must-visit destination in Spain. Monaco is a tiny principality where luxury, history, and speed collide. Sitting on the stunning French Riviera, this glamorous city-state may be small, but it's packed with excitement. For over 700 years, the Grimaldi family has ruled Monaco, and their legacy lives on in the Grand Prince's palace. Wander through the charming old town. Admire the mega yachts in the harbor, or step into the legendary Monte Carlo casino, where elegance meets high stakes. But Monaco is more than just luxury. It's a city built for speed. Every year the streets transform into the legendary Monaco Grand Prix, one of the most thrilling races in Formula One history. It's a spectacle like no other. Whether you're here for the history, the glamour, or the rush of the race, Monaco proves that size doesn't matter when it comes to making an impact. At number 11, we have Santorini, one of the most breathtaking islands on the planet, with its iconic whitewashed buildings, endless blue waters, and golden sunsets. This island feels like a dream. But Santorini is more than just a pretty view. It's a place shaped by ancient history and volcanic power. Thousands of years ago, a massive eruption gave the island its unique crescent shape. And today, you can still walk its roads made from lava rock, a reminder of its fiery past. Explore the charming streets of Oya and Fira, perched high above the caldera, or relax on the island's black sand beaches, unlike anything else in the world. And of course, no trip is complete without tasting fresh Mediterranean flavors, from locally grown tomatoes to the island's famous wines. Santorini is definitely one of those places you must visit in your lifetime. Number 12, Sintra, Portugal. Sintra is a place straight out of a fairy tale. Tucked in the misty hills just outside Lisbon, this enchanting town is packed with palaces, castles, and lush forests that feel almost magical. Its history goes back centuries, once a summer retreat for Portuguese royalty. And today, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its crown jewel is the Peña Palace, a colourful masterpiece sitting high above the clouds, blending Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish styles in the most dramatic way. Then there's the Moorish castle, offering breathtaking panoramic views, and Quinta da Regaleira, a mystical estate with underground tunnels and the famous initiation well, spiraling deep into the earth, like something from a fantasy novel. Wander through Sintra's charming streets, taste the famous Travesseiros pastries, and explore hidden gardens that feel frozen in time. Next is the historical city of Istanbul, where continents meet and history comes alive. Straddling both Europe and Asia, this ancient metropolis has been the heart of empires for centuries. From the Byzantines to the Ottomans. Walk through the bustling streets and you'll see the echoes of history everywhere. Towering mosques, grand palaces, and markets that have been thriving for generations. Its skyline is marked by breathtaking mosques, like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, and then there's the Galata Tower, standing tall over the city, offering one of the most spectacular panoramic views of Istanbul's bustling streets and shimmering Bosphorus. But beyond the landmarks, there's something truly special about Istanbul, the way it cares for its stray cats. Locals leave out food and water, shopkeepers welcome them into their stores, and even mosques have special corners for them to rest. It's a bond that goes back centuries, rooted in culture and kindness. Whether you're exploring the vibrant Grand Bazaar, cruising the Bosphorus, or simply sipping tea while watching the city move, Istanbul is truly a feeling, one that stays with you long after you leave. At number 14, Ronda, Spain. It's a city built on the edge of a cliff, where history and nature come together most dramatically. Perched high in the Andalusian mountains, Ronda is split in two by the El Tajo Gorge, with the stunning Puente Nuevo Bridge connecting the old and new towns. This bridge is an architectural marvel. It's a symbol of Ronda's resilience and history, standing tall for over 200 years. Walk through the cobblestone streets and you'll find reminders of the city's Moorish past. From ancient bathhouses to historic palaces. Ronda is also the birthplace of modern bullfighting, with its legendary Plaza de Toros, one of Spain's oldest and most famous bull rings. Watch the sun set over the rugged cliffs, with whitewashed houses clinging to the edges like something out of a dream. Cappadocia, Turkey. Cappadocia is a place you have to see at least once in your life. With its fairy tale landscapes, ancient cave cities, and skies filled with hot air balloons, this region feels almost unreal. Nature shaped its iconic fairy chimneys, but humans carved homes, churches, and even underground cities into the soft rock, leaving behind a history you can still walk through today. The best way to take it all in is by floating at sunrise in a hot air balloon, as the world below glows in golden light. Located just 1.5 hours by flight from Istanbul, Cappadocia gives you an otherworldly experience. Crete, Greece. It's the land of legends, where ancient history meets breathtaking landscapes. As Greece's largest island, Crete is a world of its own, filled with rugged mountains, turquoise beaches, and centuries-old ruins. This is the birthplace of the Minoan civilization, one of Europe's earliest, and home to the legendary Palace of Knossos, where myths of the Minotaur and Labyrinth were born. But Crete isn't just about history, it's about adventure. Hike through the dramatic Samaria Gorge, wander through charming Venetian harbors, or relax on pink sand beaches that look straight out of a postcard. And of course the food, fresh, local, and bursting with Mediterranean flavors. Crete is a place where history, nature, and culture come together in a way you'll never forget. At 17, we have the Faroe Islands. It's a remote paradise where nature reigns supreme. Floating in the North Atlantic between Iceland and Norway, this rugged archipelago is a land of towering cliffs, dramatic fjords, and endless green landscapes. Every corner feels untouched. From the breathtaking Fossa waterfall, where water cascades straight into the ocean, to the charming grass-roofed houses of Saxon, a tiny village frozen in time. Hike to the legendary Lake Sorvagsvatn, an optical illusion where the water seems to hover above the sea, or explore the jagged sea stacks of Drangarnir, rising like sentinels from the waves. The Faroe Islands is an escape into pure raw nature, where the world slows down and every view feels like a painting. Venice, a city like no other. Built on 118 small islands, connected by canals and centuries-old bridges, Venice is a masterpiece floating on the Adriatic. The Grand Canal, lined with elegant palaces, is the city's main highway. Best explored by a classic gondola ride under the shadow of the Rialto Bridge. At its heart, St. Mark's Square stands as a symbol of Venice's grandeur. Home to the stunning St. Mark's Basilica and the towering Campanile. But Venice is about getting lost in its labyrinth of narrow streets, discovering hidden courtyards, and experiencing a timeless charm found nowhere else. Whether it's the magic of carnival masks, the taste of fresh seafood, or the quiet beauty of the colorful island of Burano, Venice is one of those places that should be high on your list. Lake Como. Tucked away in the foothills of the Italian Alps, this stunning lake has been a retreat for artists, poets, and royalty for centuries. Its deep blue waters reflect the charming villages and grand villas that line its shores, each with its own unique charm. Bellagio, the pearl of the lake, enchants with its elegant streets and breathtaking views. Varenna, a quiet fishing village, offers colorful houses and romantic lakeside walks. And in Menaggio, you'll find the perfect mix of history, relaxation, and adventure. Whether you're cruising across the lake, wandering through lush gardens, or simply enjoying an espresso with a view, Lake Como is truly an escape into timeless beauty. At last we have Porto, Portugal. A city that's as vibrant as its colorful riverside streets. Perched along the Douro River, Porto is a blend of old-world charm and modern flair. Its history stretches back centuries, with narrow cobblestone alleys, majestic churches, and the iconic Dom Luís I Bridge, offering breathtaking views of the cityscape. But Porto isn't just about the sights, it's about the flavors. Dive into the local cuisine with fresh seafood, rich stews, and of course, the world-famous port wine, aged in cellars that line the riverbanks. Whether you're exploring historic neighborhoods, cruising along the Douro, or simply soaking in the laid-back vibe, Porto leaves a lasting impression. If you've enjoyed this journey through Europe's best destinations, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel inspiration.